Speaker Mike Johnson is under pressure from conservatives' former President Trump to reject emerging bipartisan line in Ukraine aid package. Despite pressure from the Senate GOP White House, Republican senators who support deal argue that Ukraine aid gives them a unique opportunity to secure key border reforms from the Democratic administration. But former president, who he said consulted with Johnson, is urging him to reject any legislation that would lead a deal. Not perfect. This leaves little room to maneuver for the speaker, who holds a historically slim House majority and is already dealing with rumors of trying to oust him. The spokesman emerged from a White House meeting with President Biden and congressional leaders on Wednesday, which Sen. Josh Hawley said was designed to empower him to accept Senate agreement. While remaining highly critical of the deal's reported content and Biden, it reiterates its calls for administrative actions at border. If bill is anything like some of rumors, of course it's dead in House because it's not going to solve problem, Johnson told CNN on Wednesday. Speaker Mike Johnson speaks to tourists in the Capitol Statuary Hall on Thursday, Jan. 18, 2024. Parliament will pass a continuing resolution to fund the government before the day is out. But Johnson did not completely close door on deal, saying he would have to wait to see text of any bill and could not answer questions about assumptions. Most House Republicans are all too willing to ignore a border measure that doesn't go as far as the Border Security Act, a sweeping immigration policy bill that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said would be dead on arrival. The Senate agreement is expected to include changes to asylum policy, but negotiators said the issue of humanitarian parole was a major sticking point in the talks. In presidential election year, some Republicans say a deal could neutralize powerful political challenge for their party. The worst thing can do is impression we are doing something about border security. Give the American people false hope and false impression that are doing something will make a difference, said Representative Bob Good. The chairman of the hardline conservative House Freedom Caucus talked about the Senate border agreement. Other important news from the Hill. Good later added, Democrats and Biden administration want to look like care about the border, then run out clock and hope he gets re-elected so never have to implement something wouldn't implement anyway. The most prominent critic of border deal is Trump, who posted on the Truth Social website late Wednesday that he expects Johnson to just make a perfect deal on border. President Trump is not at fault, Johnson said. He and I talk about this quite often. Senate Republicans who support the deal hope Johnson will change and point to other issues on which the House Speaker has taken action. He launched a second short-term stopgap on Thursday after preview